Have you been struggling with how to fill fixed document templates with data from AITable.ai? Well, I've got a nifty little trick to share with you today. It's all about streamlining your workflow and making your work a whole lot easier. This method can be used for various repetitive document tasks, such as creating course outlines and student assessments in educational institutions, making marketing reports and plans, and handling HR documents like employee evaluations and recruitment files. And the best part, once the document is ready, it can be automatically sent back to AITable, saving you the hassle of switching between different software platforms. Let's dive into how it all works. Taking a marketing report as an example, our goal is to insert marketing data from AITable.ai into a fixed Google Docs template. Let's see how to do it. First up, head over to your AITable marketing datasheet and set up an automation. Choose Record Matches Conditions as the trigger, and select Ready to Review as the phase. This way, you can manually control and have the flexibility to kick off the template creation process whenever you're ready. Once you've set up your datasheet, choose the status you want to trigger the action. Think Ready to Review. With the trigger set, it's time to add the next step. Add an action called Send Web Request and set the request method to post. In the request address, we need to generate a link from make.com to execute the next step. Now let's head over to make.com, create a scenario, and select webhook as the first step. We mainly want to use it for connecting to Google Docs, so the name can be Google Doc. Select Copy Address to Clipboard. This is the webhook URL we need. Then go back to AITable's automation and paste it in. Next, it's time to define the data fields you want to transmit using JSON. These include record ID, campaign goals, campaign, spend, and various data indicators needed in the templates. Once you've sorted out all your fields, save and enable the automation. Over in make.com, complete the workflow. Let's add another module and choose Google Docs. Select Create a Document from a template. Now, open up Google Docs and find your fixed template document. Then write the AITable.ai field names in the positions where data needs to be filled, according to the format. For example, if we wrote spend in the JSON format for total spend, we'll write spend in the corresponding position in the document. Make sure the field names correspond correctly for smooth and accurate data transmission. Once you're done, save the doc and remember the name. Something simple like Project Report Template will do the trick. Let's switch back to the make.com page, connect your Google Docs account, and find your template document by name. Click it. In the Values section, correspond the field names one by one and save it. And there you have it. You're all set up and ready to roll. Now you can manually trigger the process and churn out Google Docs that fit perfectly with your template requirements. But what if you don't want to open Google Docs to find it? You can send the newly generated Google Docs URL back to AITable. Just add another step in the workflow, choose AITable, and go to your personal settings. Find Developer, copy and enter the API token to complete the binding. The rest is simple. Find the corresponding space station, datasheet, and view. Fill in the record ID. There will be many fields of API codes here. We just need to find the URL field that needs to be filled in, switch back to AITable, open the API panel, find the report field ID. Over in make.com, find it, and select the field content generated by Google Doc Web View link. That's it for the setup. Not too hard, right? Let's test it out. Looks good. Let's see what we need to do in the future. Trigger. Wait for the report to be generated. Easy. So next time you need a report that's up to snuff with your brand, just tweak the status and you're good to go. Everything else is done automatically. Pretty cool, huh? Hope this video helps you out. If you're interested in any automation use cases, feel free to leave a comment below the video. We'd love to hear them.